¿Qué onda? This is Hector El Chido Canales bringing you a retro review of the 1993 classic Star Trek collector figure set by Playmates. First off, this box set is amazing in every way. Not only does it catch the eyes, the colors are wisely used, popping wherever it needs to make a statement. The figures are displayed beautifully, and there is no lack of information with highly detailed fonts and pictures. Even the bottom of the box has some sort of info or animation. Let's not forget the beautiful design inside. The famous bridge of the NCC 1701 USS Enterprise. These box sets came individually numbered, and although it's a limited edition collector set, they are very easy to find on the aftermarket. And just in case you didn't know who was who, they made sure to let you know, naming each on the front of the box and even giving you a nice detailed small bio on the back. This box set wasn't just made to be marketable, but it was made with love to the original or classic Star Trek series. Although the Playmates Star Trek toy line was built on the success of the Next Generation series, someone at Playmates decided to honor the original Star Trek series cast the very first year that this toy line was launched. And to that person, I want to say thank you. The box boasts many things, one of which are all the accessories. So let's get into it. Now it says that each figure comes with a communicator, a Type 2 phaser, and a stand. 3 for command, 2 for science, and 2 for operations. Crew of the USS Enterprise, NCC 1701, Captain James T. Kirk, Commanding Officer. Lieutenant Sulu, Helmsman. Lieutenant Commander Montgomery Scott, Chief Engineer. Dr. Leonard McCoy, Chief Medical Officer. Lieutenant Uhura, Communications Officer. Ensign Pavel Chekhov, Navigator. And last but not least, First Officer Spock, Science Officer. And here's the whole crew of the Enterprise with their accessories. Unfortunately, a couple of them don't hold their accessories just right. Both Kirk and Spock can only hold one accessory at a time. Captain Kirk, who I've had to put putty in his hand so that his communicator stays on his hand. Spock, who holds his communicator in an odd fashion, but he is a Vulcan. I wish Dr. McCoy wouldn't have come with that phaser, but instead maybe a tricorder. All the figures are about 4.5 inches tall with 12 points of articulation. 1993. These figures are highly detailed. Compared to figures now, they are detailed where it counts, because look at their faces. There's no mistaking that this is the crew of the Enterprise. And some of the smallest details are the assignment badges. You know that Spock is part of the science crew because his badge tells you so. Most of the crew is scaled just right. Yeah, they look a little cartoonish, but all the height, kind of the weight, looks pretty good. Except Scotty is a little on the short end. Chekhov is a little on the tall side. Another great detail on these figures, the stripes on their sleeves. You know that Kirk outranks everybody else because he's got the most stripes, with an occasional figure sharing arms with another one or even legs with another figure. All other parts, such as the upper torso and the heads, are unique scopes to the specific figure. And as stated earlier, they have 12 points of articulation, and that's fantastic, except that they gave them this weird articulation for the legs, which when they're sitting makes them look like children at a playground. Except for Uhura. Because of her skirt, she's kind of missing those 2 points of articulation in her legs as they barely move
forward and back, making sure we don't overlook it. The face sculpts are very good. They're not perfect, such as Spock. Well, he looks more like Spock from the motion picture, but it's the character. You know who they are. All the way around the head, the hair looks fantastic. Uhura's especially. And even Chekhov, he does look like he's wearing a wig. And this is pre-wig Shatner. And now that we're done talking about the figures, let's go back and let's talk about the packaging, because it looked fantastic. Unfortunately, when you took out the figures, you had to tear into the packaging. But Playmates came up with a great solution. As you removed the figures out of the packaging, it was revealed that behind it, there was a pristine backing paper of the bridge of the USS Enterprise. Although it's not entirely accurate, it's a real nice touch. And it's the best we would get, because in 1996, the original playset that was shown off at a toy fair was never released. And this would be the best we would get. There are a few things I would change or add. I'd give Bones short sleeves and a tricorder. I'd make Scotty taller and Chekhov shorter. I'd add in Janice Rand and Nurse Chapel, and I'd release them all in the unproduced bridge playset. But even so, I can't deny this is a fantastic box set. And speaking of Janice Rand and Nurse Chapel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And look forward to future retro unboxing reviews.